Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to some more Geopolitical Simulator 4 Power and Revolution, our Uganda playthrough, episode 9 with the series. We're waiting for the resolution to kick through with Kenya. That's pretty much the next big step for our nation to grow. And I think Kenya is going to be a pretty good place to do that. It's going to give us the ability to get some type of navy going, which may help us in the future with capturing other African coastal nations. We got a lot of Africa still to go, so we need to be, if we're gonna actually do this in a reasonable amount of time, we need to be taking a nation every like 2 or 3 episodes, but also trying to manage our growth, so it can be tricky. We've got the plague we're dealing with as well here. Hopefully that'll slow down here soon. Speak of the devil, the epidemic keeps on spreading. We have the opportunity to buy antibiotics that can help us limit the epidemic. The cost is 6.10 to treat affected individuals. We currently have 636 infected. How much do you wish to spend on the purchase of medication? Obviously all of it. I'm not looking to lose our country to the plague right now. Clearly a sign that I need to work on my health. The latest estimates that I have received mention 209 dead and 142 people infected by the disease in total in the country, but evidently, given the incubation period of the disease, this figure is likely to increase.
The spread of the epidemic seems to have stopped. We are noticing a slowdown in infection rates.
Oh, thank God we've managed to slow it down. Probably spending that 6 million. Alright, President of Chile wants to meet with us. Kenya likes me again. That's really weird considering that we have a mandate out to attack them. Military intervention mandate. Pending resolution. Is that when they're supposed to vote on it, or is that when I put it in? It's a little late. Oh, here it is. The Security Council decided to proceed with your request for military intervention against Kenya. We're proposing Resolution 2406. This resolution will be subject to a vote at the next session. I want to point that you still have the possibility of meeting with foreign heads. So now they're finally putting it up to vote. The United Nations is moving awfully slow. Let's see. Pending Resolution 0104. Okay. Request to obtain permanent member status of the Security Council against Kenya on the Uganda initiative. Alright, nice. Budget excess, 850 million. Oh, there we go. This country teaches its elderly people. What? 195 million cash surplus. Okay. This, oh, the new year taking over. That's good. Unhealthy housing situation. Yeah, I gotta work on that.
Here are the GDP and growth figures for the last year. As you know, these are the most important economic indicators and the most revealing of the health of our economy.
Okay, so 13% growth in 2020, and our GDP is at 98.5 billion. So we might see we're gonna see over 100 billion here soon. Yeah, I know. I gotta invest in health.
Purchasing power is on the rise. But
okay, good. What's the meeting about? Annual quality of volume sale. You want to sell me 102 milk for below my purchase price and way above your sale price. 102, but you have a national, wait, what? Okay. Alright, we'll buy milk. But I ain't gonna spend that much on it. Alright. Budget excess now is 1 billion, finally. Secret Service is happy with me. Debt is looking great. And the resolution was rejected. Indonesia was in favor of it. 1 pro, 0 against, 14. So, because everybody abstained, except for Indonesia, damn it. Guess the war with Kenya is not happening anytime soon. Oh, I can make a scandal of him. I'm gonna do that then.
Off we go. Police, justice, and journalists have all found out. The scandal is breaking as expected. I know people who are going to experiment with what Lloyd and Simons back in the day called...
Okay, perfect. So, if the UN won't let us intervene, then we'll go public with the information that we know. Meanwhile, we should... Let's see. The quarantine zone maintenance affected by the disease greatly impacts our economy. I am not a doctor, but on top of paralyzing a part of the country, it's costing us $4.6 million a week. I wonder if this is necessary. Do you wish to lift this quarantine? I don't know. Is everything healed? Are we done with what's going on? God, we got a high child mortality rate. I'm gonna refuse for now. And we really need to work on our... Falling numbers employed in the administrative field. What? 388 dead, 0 people infected by the disease in total in the country, but evidently given the incubation period of the disease, this figure is likely to increase. Well, we'll see. Plenty of civil servants.
Considering the latest developments in the epidemic.
Okay, perfect. So the quarantine finished itself. Meanwhile, China discovers a vaccine for leprosy. All right, we're going to bump this up to 80,000. And 3,000 respectively. Let's go ahead and build something. So we've got a budget excess of 1.14. Or do I wait for the debt? I mean, we're not going to pay the debt. It's going to be 2 more years or so till the debt's paid off. Maybe less if we keep growing. Inflation's going back up. Let's go ahead and spend a little bit, I guess. I think that having an airport's going to help us. We can even get a medium traffic airport for now. We'll put it right down here by the smaller cities, and then we can get a large traffic airport eventually by our capital. But I'm thinking right here. I just think that's going to help us out. Alright, numbers for the past year are ready. We got a budget surplus of 1.2%. Therefore, the total public debt, that is to say the engagements of the state in terms of loans, rises to 10.7 billion. The debt service or annual debt reimbursement level will rise by the new year to 139 million. Finally, the most significant figure, our budgetary surplus has risen to 1.21% of the GDP.
Here is our growth forecast for the...
They're forecasting a 6.3% growth. Unemployment's still at 4%. And the airport begins.
Our network has been partially disbanded.
It's fine. Happiness declines a bit. The plague, for final outcome, has caused 388 dead while 2 cities were affected by the disease. But it's over. And then we took a grenade attack. Jesus. Alright, well, what's the debt look like now? It's fine.
Even if we will never take away the trauma, compensating the victims of the disaster will allow them to get on top of things, at least financially. So, what budget would you like to award them?
I don't know. The victims? How about, $1,000? How many victims was there? 633 total victims? Just give him $1,000.
Get a statement sent to the press.
We have a cyber attack.
Oh, Nigeria is still trying to attack us with a cyber attack. Where is Nigeria? What do you got here? You're a GDP of 594 billion with 139 men. You know what? Let's get some commandos to clean this up and be done with it. We're at war with them still, technically, aren't we? It looks like it. Let me get all my commandos together. I want to consolidate them to one place, so we'll bring them all to this base. We are currently struggling to meet the demand for electricity because our production capacity is insufficient. We have temporarily reduced the voltage we provide users by 5%. Most of the day-to-day appliances will continue to function, but it will still reduce their performance. We should think about increasing our supply of electricity. I'm really working on that. By a lot. Have we built our fossil fuel yet? No, so we're still building 3 fossil fuel plants. Refuse that. Climate objectives are short. It doesn't really, I could care less. That airport's going to be huge for us when it's done. It brings a lot of money into the country, but we got almost a year till it's complete. And about 100 days till that's done. Alright, let's send our commandos to attack Nigeria's capital.
We are going to violate the territories of one or several other nations. Do you confirm your order?
Well, hold on a second. What if we fly out here?
We are going to violate...
Okay, because we'll be violating all their airspaces. Okay. That's fine.
We are going to...
I confirm the order. Oh, wait. Not the police. Who the heck are you? Go home. I don't understand why I've got these random police agencies. I must have clicked the wrong thing. Okay, new research, South Sudan. I'm not worried about paying the million for him. Madam President, so far you have assigned the victims of the catastrophe $771 out of a total of $575 million required. How much more do you wish to give them? 771 what? I don't have to compensate them anything. Here's 5,000. The election campaign has just begun. The results of these elections will determine National Assembly's new political color, which has a legislative chamber. We'll have the power to oppose your policy. Let's hope that the votes are favorable to us in 26 days and that the Ugandan Liberal Front will have the majority of seats. I believe they will. Yeah. We're taking our guys out now. It was only supposed to be commandos. Alright, here's what we'll do. We'll click the commandos like this. Head of state. Easy peasy. We'll be violating some people's airspaces, but aside from that, we'll be good.
Our governmental cell informs me that it has had the opportunity.
Alright, how's the elections going? Looks like the Ugandan distribution of votes at presidential elections of 2016. Looks like we're actually going to win more seats. Probably because I'm doing such a good job running the country. I'm going to carry this country. I mean, look at the happiness. It's up a little bit. That's a good thing. Oh, I really want to go to war with Kenya. We need to continue trying to get some type of dirt on them. I mean, we could just start ignoring the United Nations. Doing whatever we want. I just don't want the whole world to go to war with us. What's the issue?
We are awaiting your instructions. The rioters have...
The Confederation of Medical Unions leader has informed me of union discontent regarding their salary increases. According to them, the salary increases are no longer in step with the rise in living costs. Okay. For the health industry? There you go. What the heck? Perfect.
We have subdued...
Crisis diverted. Okay. Chopper still going there. Hostage taken. Lack of space in the school systems. Listen, I'm trying my best.
The kidnapping took place last night and was carried out by an armed commando in the middle of the streets of the capital. The operation took place in a few seconds, and a terrorist organization claimed responsibility immediately.
The organization,
We
which
are
held a
awaiting
major
more
forum
information,
in Durban,
but the claims
with all
seem
the
likely
major
to be
players
true.
on
Our
climate,
men are on it.
deplored the lack of solidarity among nations in the fight against global warming. Besides noting the poor results on the reduction of CO2 emissions, the forum also pointed out the flawed agreement between the countries, which can be explained by various...
All right. Well, I could care less about all that stuff.
The kidnapping...
And hopefully our cops will be able to handle that situation with the kidnapping. Which I'm confident in their ability to do so. Alright, budget access is looking good.
Our agents have infiltrated and found the
Okay, and there we go. We're already ready to go.
The terrorist organization.
I have here the report. You'll be happy. Our party is the poll favorite and lead with 69% of the vote. Nice.
Our fellow countrymen's purchasing power has been increasing lately.
Okay. Alright, we got the hostage back.
The governmental cell informs me that it has had the...
For sure, we'll go ahead and do that. Alright, the next thing then is... Oh, what am I thinking? We need to... Let's see. We've got some money. We need to spend it. Inflation's going back down. That's good. I want to spend it on housing. That's what it is. I need to work on this dilapidated housing situation. We'll throw 500 into it. Or throw 500 there at that. Alright, humanitarian issues, yep. And yeah, I'd like to congratulate you. Do I want to take Nigeria or just have them pay war reparations and take them later? If we manage to take the capital down. I think I'm just going to make them pay war reparations and then conquer them later. I don't think I want to conquer them now. Because we're not even connected. I mean, we don't have to be, but...
Our network has been...
Yeah, we're really hurting with these terrorists. We got to get these dealt with. Scientific discovery, fission, nuclear missile manufacturing. We are going to turn Uganda into a nuclear power. Produce nuclear missiles in secret. Let's try and produce one nuclear missile in secret. This will be great. Meanwhile, we're finally landing troops exactly where we need to. Some 33,300,000 voters are called on to express their opinions through the ballot boxes. We'll have the results the day after tomorrow. Okay. This looks fairly undefended, besides the massive presence in the military base. Hopefully we can... take this. Oh, that's what we needed. Yep, that is what we needed. I think we're going to be okay. This will really make Nigeria
Our infiltrated agent
regret going to war to us early on. I'll send some units down here to buy us some time. While the rest of this group here takes the bunker. I'll probably just end up taking Nigeria. Since I couldn't go for Kenya anyways, and I promised an invasion this episode. Yeah, energy industry, we're trying. But the question ends up being, what after this? Oh, they're not going to get us now. Go ahead and close that road off. Ooh, they're throwing everything they got though, aren't they? Hello.
Good evening.
Okay.
The majority of votes have been counted, and we can now give you the first round results. Take a look at this.
Oh, wow. Wow. Our party's got a lot of pull. Well, that's good. Artists really, I mean, everybody came out and voted heavily for us. The military actually heavily voting that direction, region-wise, though. Okay, perfect. Well, this is good. So, a turnout of 83% exercised their democratic right yesterday. That's awesome. What's really good for us controlling that much of the parliament, because it's just going to make it that much easier. Well, it won't kick over, I don't think, till what, the new year or something. But it'll make it that much easier for us to eventually become a dictatorship. It's really what it's going to boil down to. Alright, we need to hurry up and send this army down here, because they're breaking through. Oh, we stormed the bunker, though. And there's the peace treaty. Well, they're willing to pay us $407 million for 7 years, but at this point it's too late. We've already stormed the bunker. So I'll just go ahead and refuse that.
We have just taken the...
Meanwhile, we've got a meeting request. We'll take that. Well, that's what you get, Nigeria. You weren't expecting that, were you? I don't know what to tell you.
Our infiltrated agent.
You obviously should not have upset me. Constantly doing cyber attacks against me. You now have experienced the full power of the Ugandan military. And I'm sure you regret your decision, but it's too late. You can't go back.
Our enemy...
Kenyan head of state. Sure, go for it.
The national defense does not have...
Well, we do have enough men. We've got 80,000. I mean, how much more do you need? We can jump this up to 85 and keep growing it. And queue this up to 2,500 commandos because we lost most of them.
Our enemy...
Alright, Chief Nigerian Armed Forces, I officially inform you of our country's surrender.
Boys did a...
Good job. Good job. What's this ultimatum? Withdraw your troops. Who? Cameroon. It's just commandos flying back to my base. Calm down. Ooh, what are these? Ugandan forces as well? Nigerian armed forces have surrendered. Oh, yeah, electricity we're still hurting for. Death toll. Northeastern taken, eastern taken. I know. I know. And the enemy has surrendered. Okay, there is our peace treaty. And we executed him. Alright, pull back, colonize, country under control, colonize, integrated. So we're going to just go ahead and integrate Nigeria. Because it's part of Africa, and the goal is to unify Africa. So Nigeria wanted to upset us, and that's how we're going to take them. But this is probably going to be a little tricky to manage after that. And we killed the Kenyan president. Again. We seem to do this a lot. Head of state for Ethiopia. Nah, it's not that important. Great disapproval at what? Presence of troops near your border. Listen, I'm doing my best to get my troops out of here. The head of state has been murdered by Bradley Uzench, an eminent member of the government. The Minister for Agriculture took advantage of a personal lunch with the head of state to go into action. Nobody knows for sure what led Bradley to stab Peter in the chest with salad cutlery, but according to unofficial sources, a foreign power may have been an active partner in the assassination. Which one? That's what the Secret Services are trying to discover. Who could it be? Not the peaceful and friendly Ugandans who just took over Nigeria. Could not possibly be them. Alright, so Nigeria actually gives us the access to water that I wanted. Most importantly, it gives us a bunch of other crap.
Our governmental cell informs me that it has had the opportunity to approach this...
For Kenya, yes please. We've captured some technology. Alright. So research is going good. What does this do now to us? Budget excess of 24 billion. We are doomed. What is this?
Good evening. The time has come. The
the second round.
are in, and we can now reveal the second.
I forgot that
round
there's 2
results.
voting rounds. Oh my god, did we do better the second round? Nice. Perfect. Oh, what is this?
The city is in a quasi-civil war situation, according to our correspondent who's on location.
Okay, so we've clearly got issues going on here. Oh, Jesus Christ. Nigeria's got, like, rebel issues or something. Okay. This is the riot, huh? Ooh, yeah, it's gotten out of control. Mother Earth is dying. And since you've decided to do that, I am siding with her and going on a hunger strike to raise media awareness about your anti-environmental policy. Okay, I hope you don't starve to death. 81% turnout, uprising in a city, which we're ready to deal with right now. This is a pretty big uprising, I'm not gonna lie. I may just get the military involved. I will certainly think it through. They're going for the court. I'm just go ahead and get the military in this. Alright, after the announcement of the second round of results, the population applauded victory of her party, which becomes National Assembly's majority party with 275 seats out of 332. Well, there goes the rest of the parliament. We now pretty much control everything. And that ends that. I'm starting to become the dictator that my mom always dreamed I would be. Reassess budget. Present we have 6.30% of the budget. Yeah.
Good morning. I didn't come empty-handed.
Sure, what do you want? Purchase. Average purchase price, average sale price. You want to buy this for 811. Consumption, production. I have a little bit under contract. This is sugar. We've got more of it now that we've taken Nigeria. Or should I say New Uganda. I think that you could do better on that price, though. Okay. They just accepted it. They were like, yeah, sure, we'll pay that price. That's like 500 higher. Why not? Okay, what is this? Are you kidding me right now? We've got ISIS groups in. Jesus. What does this look like now? This looks really bad. We've got to deal with this. We've clearly got the budget excess to do it. What's inflation look like right now? It's going down. We'll see how long that lasts. We're going to spend that budget excess that we've got, though. Well, let me look at the debt. We haven't paid it off. We will pay it all off if we keep that budget excess. Why do I have missile launchers? Listen, just move here. You guys are going to start a war, and I'm not happy about it.
These important...
More demonstrators?
Faced with this threat, I can...
No, we're not going to put...
I really...
No, we're not going to do that.
Our infiltrated agent...
The kidnapping took place...
And we had a kidnapping. I've got a lot of terrorist organizations that need to be dealt with. That's going to be, like, #1 on my list now. Let's see if we can do a television appearance.
Your television appearance was very well received by...
Oh, good. So that's good. They're actually going to clear out. I want to... So we've got the airport that's going to help us combine our two locations, but we still got a year until that's done. If we've got the budget, well, I want to wait till the debt's paid off, so we'll wait for the quarter to take over and see how much of this is paid off. Maybe all of it will be, which would be nice. As for energy, it looks like we're going to be okay now. Thanks to Nigeria. So the next step is going to be to get the Secret Service up to par here. Wow. Okay, it's going to cost us a lot of money to do that. What's the total amount to max this out? $3 billion. Alright, well, these ones don't matter. Political espionage, though, is pretty important. Cryptography and cybersecurity is important, but it's not that important. Counterintelligence is important, but we'll pick up on that later. Fight against terrorism is the most important. And agent training. That's going to cost us $1 billion. That's $1 billion that I'm going to spend. Because I am getting sick of losing agents in the field trying to take these terrorist organizations out. And they are going to be hard to take out. This one we need to take out for sure. I mean, all of these need to go down. Or we're just going to be under control by terrorists. Public finances as well hurting us. 64%. We've really lost a lot of this.
The participants...
Let me express my concern about the victims of the catastrophe. So far, you haven't allocated more than 4.6K of the 574 million necessary for the rehabilitation of the stricken zones and the compensation of the population. The affected families not be able to resume a normal life with what you have given them. You must do something. Well, I don't know what to do now. Switzerland.
Do you wish to send in the army to disperse the...
No. Let them clear up. Okay, so where can I give them more money? Because at this point, I'm not entirely sure how I go about doing it. To be perfectly honest. I literally don't know. Life expectancy has severely gone down, though. Alright, I'm going to put some of this money we've acquired into health as well. I got to get this popularity back up. Billions. God. It's because of our population. What is our population now? And the life expectancy going down. We have a GDP of 407 million, population of 284 million. Oh, Jesus. Okay. We're going to spend this. Whatever it costs. All the way up to here. 5 billion. Coverage for work accidents. Alright, we'll just cut that one out. Coverage for maternity leave. Okay, 2.4. Let's do that. Then we can spend the rest of it later. That's got to give us a big health boost. And a big popularity boost. Yeah, there she is.
The terrorist organization.
You're really...
There it is.
Our agents have infiltrated...
Okay, let's go ahead and take this terrorist down. That'll help us as well, because that's hurting us a lot. Yeah, I'm going to have to deal with this. I've got a lot of terrorist organizations in the country that need to be dealt with. And trying to infiltrate them all. Not all these guys have people to watch, too. Alright, well, hopefully we can try and clear this up. I think that those increases are going to help some. I've got a couple ideas as well. But that should help. Alright, and we got the hostage situation under control as well. So everything's turning back around. Missile launcher will be out of there soon. Cyber attack on our army. Damn it. Are you waiting for the first death to react, or do you have a mind to intervene in order to preserve the peace and prevent the demonstration from deteriorating? The situation has not improved in 8 days and even risks worsening. Okay. Alright, we'll get police intervention in there.
I must let you...
We have...
Alright, finally, Minister of Agriculture. It's always the Ministry of Agriculture. Under our belt for Kenya, so hopefully that'll help us out. Okay, we got that under control at least. All these organizations in here that are tearing us apart are going to be the death of us if we don't get them sorted out. And as we take over more Ugandan countries, these organizations are going to continue to rise up. Look, we've actually got an enemy base here. So, what the heck? And a refugee camp. Which I guess is whatever. It must have been another country that built it. I've got one here, though, too. Right there, which I can dismantle. We don't need it. Is there any other ones? That seems to be the only one. Look at these, though. Enemy bases popping up. Alright, give me some fighters. What the heck is this now? Popular upheaval? Oh, God. Okay, military base. Give me these soldiers. Oh, wait, that base was destroyed. Okay, perfect. So we can just keep using fighters to take those bases out if they pop up. And taking this group out is going to be tough. Where's the next air base? Is that the only one? There you go. Oh my God, they built another one. They're all over the place. They're all over. They're hidden though. You can't see them until you fly over. Give me a drone. Fly here, here, and here, and then back. Hey, we got a little bit of like a train or something here.
Our governmental cell informs me that it has
Okay, Tanzania. I have proof that Kenyan government secretly finances jihadist caliphate terrorists, which attack in Lebanon. Okay. Okay, perfect. So, perfect. We can take that to the UN. That's got to give us military intervention. Not that. I really want to take Kenya now. We've already taken Nigeria. But we'll see what the UN has to say. Okay, it looks like those are the only 3 bases in this region. So we can take them out, we'll be done.
Our infiltrated agents.
Ah, we're gonna lose a lot of agents. Alright, perfect. We've cleaned that up. They're still kind of here, but we've cleaned up a lot of them. Number of armed pickup trucks. They still got crap driving around. Alright. Well, we'll have to deal with that in the next episode. We're out of time anyways. We'll keep fighting those terrorist forces in Nigeria. Boy, Nigeria came with a whole set of problems. But we could probably get them cleaned up. Meanwhile, we'll keep working on infrastructure in our home area and trying to put these down. We keep having these constant problems with rebels. Like, it's not ending. So we'll deal with that. We'll have an airport here soon that'll connect both of our regions. We can fly planes back and forth. Actually, land connecting is probably a ways away still. But I think Kenya and Tanzania is definitely next. Boy, there's a whole bunch of conflicts here breaking out too with Yemen. Is Israel still alive? They are. If you can believe it. 110,000 men, they're still going strong. There's a lot of fighting going on. There's also a lot of forces coming in from, I don't even know, Turkey? No. And they haven't taken Lebanon yet. Alright, Syria's still fighting, and these guys pieced out, and then there's just been this gigantic group of soldiers in the water that haven't moved, so I don't know what's going on there. In Morocco, 68,000 men, so they're still holding strong. They're dealing with some fighting up here. And with Spanish forces. Alright. Well, we'll have to deal with that. Once we get up there, obviously taking Morocco is going to be a thing. But we're a ways away from getting up there anyways. Alright, so with that being said, I want to thank you all for joining me. Very successful episode. Hopefully a couple more to come in the future. I want to thank you all very much for tuning into this series. It's been a lot of fun so far, and I'm excited to see where it goes. I'll be holding another vote a little bit later on to vote for another country, so keep an eye out for that. It'll be on my YouTube channel. I'll be posted in the community tab. I'll probably wait, though, till I have like most of the continent captured, and I know we're getting close to the end of the series. Or if like something happens and I die or something, then I'll go ahead and hold the vote as well. So make sure you watch out. I'll be taking country suggestions as well and taking those suggestions and putting them on the poll. So basically just whatever I see in the comment sections, different countries that I've been recommended, I'll throw them up there. But also keep in mind, I'm going to kind of sort through the countries and look at them off camera and see if they're even interesting to play or not. Because there's some countries that really just aren't interesting at all or wouldn't even be fun to play. So, yeah. Alright, with that being said, thank you all for joining me. I hope that you've enjoyed it. I look forward to seeing you next time.